welcome back to another manga chapter review. I am the Rat, and this is The Rat's Nest. I'm joined as always by Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hi, everyone.
One Piece, chapter 1083, The Truth of That Day. We're still getting the Reverie flashback. We're still getting it.
I'm floored that we're getting it. I really thought that Oda would have not given us this.
Yeah, I mean, I was fully expecting, right? Sabo's like, oh, I'm going to tell you guys what happened, right? Funny man, as he does. And then he goes through, and then he's like, okay, go back to Egghead, finish up Egghead, everything happens there, right? Whatever funny fights are at the end, Strawhats do whatever they do. And then we go back to Sabo after Egghead, and it's one of the One Piece classic in between arc or post arc little sections where we kind of catch up with everything else. But we're getting it. As far as we know, we're getting it so far.
We're in the thick of it.
And so let's just hop right into it.
Yeah, well, first, I want to talk about the little chapter cover. I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
Because, unlike some of the others, there's no, grandiose story seemingly being told. It's just, he did this in the past, and I really appreciate when he does this, where it's just, drawing fun art for the sake of drawing fun art. And people will use this as reference. Flamingo's not evil. He's nice. He's nice.
Uh-huh. I do remember, though, that, one of the funny things in the spoiler was Doflamingo on the cover. And people were like, whoa, no freaking way. And they saw this, and they're like, why do leakers always lie to us? People are crazy.
I hate One Piece fans sometimes. Coming from a One Piece fan, I hate One Piece fans sometimes. But yeah, the content itself lets you start us off.
Yeah, so they're on Kamabaka, I think, is the island. It's the headquarters of the revolution.
Where Sanji learned to fly.
Yeah, and we get Sabo being like, I managed to complete all of my objectives. Yeah, Kamabaka, yeah, it's right there. I'm stupid. I don't read. I'm a One Piece fan. Of course I don't read One Piece. So it goes, broadly speaking, I had 3. First, to destroy the symbol of the Celestial Dragons in a declaration of war. Second, to free as many slaves as I possibly could and take back Kuma. And third, to adventure into the land of the gods and destroy their food stockpile. He goes, how did I do? I think that's Ivankov saying, you certainly drew the world's attention, and I think the fact that you kept a large part of the Navy strength occupied. Oh no, so that is Dragon saying that, because then it continues.
Yeah, it's Dragon talking.
Our influence in a dozen countries around the world sparked the people to take up arms, ending in 8 successful revolutions. Ivankov's like, but don't forget, out of those 8 countries, one was Lulusia, which vanished mysteriously without a trace.
He got DB'd.
He did. They won't write about it in the papers, but the 7 countries now under new leadership have cut off all heavenly tribute to the government and stopped exporting natural resources. All around the world, our revolutionaries are attacking the government cargo ships, cutting off vital supply lines to Merijois. They like to call Merijois an impenetrable fortress because of its great elevation, but they have no defense against the lack of food. That's how you like living without money in the bank or dinner on the table. That's kind of based. That's pretty based.
The cool thing about this is they're actual well implemented war tactics. Okay, we can't get to them. Let's cut off their food supply. I kind of like the direction that these revolutionaries are taking with their plan.
Yeah, it's very smart. That's how you run the revolution. They're smart. We get Sabo saying that'll hit them hard, won't it? And then it's like almost certainly we haven't cut off all their supply lines, but they're surely starting to feel the pain in the capital by now. Of course, these are not the kind of people to stay quiet under duress. If they mobilize the Holy Knights, that's where the fighting will begin. Holy Knights.
That's interesting.
The first one looks like Shanks.
It does. Honestly, it really does.
It's funny, people have been playing Guess the Silhouette. I remember the Holy Knights were revealed in the spoilers, and everyone was like, no freaking way.
We'll have to see. Shanks could be one of them. What if it were some of the Celestial Dragons who could fight?
It would be interesting. Theoretically, that's kind of what the Holy Knights are. I saw someone, if you remember, back, in Emu's first appearance.
Yep.
They are holding a picture, the wanted posters of Blackbeard, Luffy, and they are holding a picture of Vivi and I think Shirahoshi.
Mm-hmm.
So those 4. Now, Luffy, obviously main character, holder of the Nika fruit.
Yeah.
Then we have Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, who's going to be a major final antagonist. Maybe not the final antagonist. I don't think he will be, but a major.
He also has
antagonist.
Whitebeard's fruit, and that could be why he poses such a powerful threat. Also, his dark fruit.
Shirahoshi being Poseidon, right? That's the. Or is it Uranus? No, we don't know Uranus.
I think hers is. No, I think hers is.
She's
Poseidon.
Pluton
is under
on
Wano.
Wano.
Yeah, it's under Wano.
Uranus, we think, is the thing that destroyed Lelucia.
And then Pluton is in Alabasta.
Yeah. And then Vivi's there. She's probably related to Alabasta. Yeah. And so we have those. And if you remember, someone came up to Imu in the thing and was like, the Gorosei want to meet with you. Or like, the Gorosei are ready to meet with you or something. People think that's a holy knight. Because like, who else would it be? No, the guy who went up to tell Imu, like the Gorosei are ready to meet with you. Because it's like, it wouldn't be a regular celestial dragon, and it obviously wasn't one of the Gorosei. So the holy knights might work directly for Imu.
That'd be really funny if one of the Gorosei's like, the Gorosei are ready to meet with you.
Yeah, but it's interesting that Dragon knows about the holy knights. Like, these are theoretically a known entity by the revolution, because we know that Imu is not known. Like, we know that the only people in the world who know that Imu exists are the Gorosei, as far as we know.
Yeah.
Imu is simply not known.
These are like some top tier guardian fighters right here, I feel.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where they play in. It's like, that's where the fighting will begin. Because like, Sabo, Flame Emperor boy, you're the one they'll be after most of all. And he's like, still not feeling the name. And then Dragon's like, regardless of the truth behind the assassination of King Cobra, has turned you into a hero in the people's eyes. From the perspective of the rebellious, anyone affiliated with the world government is an enemy. Of course, there are many wicked kings who oppress their people, but there are also wise and just kings who are capable rulers. King Cobra of Alabasta was known far and wide as a noble leader, a man of great character, but news does not always spread accurately. Well, I'm sorry to King Cobra, but this way suits me just fine. It was Sabo. Anything that gets the flames of revolution burning. I like that attitude. Let's hear your story then. Tell us the truth behind this article about King Cobra being assassinated. And then I was like, we tearfully begged and pleaded, searching for a reason for you to do this. We all want to believe in you. And so then we begin the proper flashback. So, over 1 month earlier, Land of the Gods, Sacred Marijua, during the Reverie. And we get to see the 4 revolutionary captains attacking. The Celestial Dragons are like, this sucks. Go put on the security force. They're like trying the... Then we get to see... who is it? He's one of the generals. And he has the suit fruit. And he uses it to make like crows with it.
It's
Karasu, yeah. That's cool.
He's cool. I like him.
So that's a top tier with a Logia, which is odd at this point. Well, we don't know the revolutionary captain's relative strength. So they're freeing the slaves, right? Cool enough. There's Lindbergh. We get to see they're kind of taking on. Morley is fighting Green Bull or Ryokugo.
Anyone can fight Green Bull. Anyone.
That's true. So this chapter was funny because people were power scaling the admirals like crazy after this, and like people were like, I remember this. One of the spoilers was like, Morley deals a serious blow to Green Bull, and like as you can see here, it's literally just him stabbing through his hand. And
that's like
people were power scaling the admirals. Look, the admirals are well over the revolutionary commanders. 100%. Admirals are probably on a near, if not emperor level in terms of strength. We've just never seen one go completely full out.
Yeah, also with Green Bull, it literally poked through his hand and he's clearly not like, ow, that hurt. He's pissed.
Yeah. And also, this is a terrible thing because, they can't go all out here because they're in Marijua. They have the Celestial Dragons all around them. And you see Fujitora, literally, what are you doing? I'm dropping a meteor. Well, Fujitora doesn't care. He's going to drop a meteor.
Literally, that's the thing. He's told, you can't do that because you can't summon a meteor, so they can't fight at full power. The revolutionaries did a good job attacking here, knowing that these people couldn't go all out because if they did, they might hurt the Celestial Dragons or anyone else important. So that's why, the idiot One Piece power scalers, that's why the fight's happening as is. And they have advantage because, tacticianary advantage.
Yeah, and you have also here, you have the surviving members of CP9. The revolutionaries are putting up a good fight, handicap or not. Those army captains are serious business. Oh, so that's weird. So this is my first time reading the official translation. Handicap or not. So like it's basically saying like, look, like they're underneath them. They're probably still going to lose even with the admirals not fighting at full strength. But it's so like, the admirals are strong, guys. The admirals are strong. They're worthy of their position. We have seen an admiral go out twice. It was Akainu and Aokiji. Both of them went all out on Punk Hazard, and we saw what happened to Punk Hazard.
They are strong.
The admirals are insane. It's just, I think it's a mix of we haven't seen them do much directly, and they're Logias. And ultimately, we just haven't seen a Logia of that, the tip top tier yet.
I mean, the only Logia that we don't have is Fujitora's, right?
Oh, we know all. No, yeah, that's right. Fujitora's a paramecia.
Yeah, because he doesn't turn into gravity. He's like, hey, you want to see a cool trick? And then you look up, and it's just like, oh my god, what is that?
Rip.
Yeah. And then we have the weird phrases, yo-yo chop. I didn't notice that. I didn't even realize that they were here my first time reading. I just kind of overlooked them. But now that I see them again, like, yeah. Imagine getting the run back on the Straw Hats. These guys getting the run back. We see how that worked out for the others, Lucci, Kaku. I could not even imagine how the fight would happen with these other ones, like Frankie versus the Zipper guy now.
It would be so easy. It'd be interesting, though.
No diff, mid diff, or high diff.
Neg diff. So.
Whoa.
Negative. Oh my gosh, you need to brush up on your power scaling terms, Kyle. So we have Karasu being the Sabo. Have you found the collar key yet? Any minute now. So Sabo's looking for the key to free Kuma. And then I think Morley is talking to Shirahoshi, or no. No, Shirahoshi is we just get to see her. She's not actually talking. Mm-hmm. No, he is talking to her.
No, he says she probably hasn't given up. Oh no, she will be mine. That's what he's saying. He's saying she will be mine.
Oh yeah, so I saw him he saw Kuma with St. Roswell and his son Charlos. I'm sure they're plotting revenge for what happened in the Meanly courtyard earlier. He probably hasn't given up on Princess Shirahoshi yet. And so, yeah, so they're talking to Shirahoshi. We'll never let him use Kuma like that. Of course, we won't. Molly, get ready. You got it. And we get to see Bonnie running, funny Bonnie, who we haven't seen in a while. And then we get Vivi and Gucci. And Vivi's like, will you leave me alone? I'm going to ask Vice Admiral Garp for help. And then he's like, well, we're here to protect you. Well, it certainly didn't look that way with Shirahoshi back there. You're not stupid. You know they'll go after her again. And then he's like, only King Cobra is permitted an audience with the 5 elders. It's one of the guards. But Chaka, Pell. So this is the guards. Chaka and Pell are with Cobra, about to meet with the 5 elders.
Hey, it's the guy that sprayed a bomb point blank.
Love this guy. And so Cobra tells him, Chaka, Pell, this will not take long, but I don't want you two waiting around getting bored. Go and stand and watch over Vivi instead. Can't help but worry over that tomboy daughter of mine. To be continued. And there's the man of the hour, the man who is now dead, L.
Yeah, damn.
I think that he knew he was going to die. Because he told them to go watch over Vivi. He's pretty confident.
Yeah,
I think he knew he was going to die.
Methinks.
Yeah, so that's where the chapter left off. Now, Kyle, I admittedly can't talk much about my predictions for next chapter because I already know what happens next chapter.
Oh, you saw the spoilers?
Yeah, I read the spoilers.
I'm good.
So, Kyle, you tell me, what do you think is going to happen next chapter?
Opinion, first and foremost, I don't think Sabo willingly assassinated Cobra. I think the 5 elders call him into the room to do it, and then Sabo just so happens to be in there, and they get a picture of him over the court. I legitimately think that, and so then it's that's that's what it looks like, and they're like, oh, they send out a picture, and it's like, oh, look at this, Sabo's like a murderer and whatever, and then people are like, nah, dude, that's awesome. Let's just rebel. I don't know. I forget how the picture got out, but like there is a picture, right? Like this chapter showed a picture of Sabo
Yeah.
over the body, so someone got a picture and that got out there. I don't think he kills Cobra. I think how Sabo acts is like, well, I was there when he died, so like I'll take advantage of what it looked like and not what it actually was. I want to see someone body St. Charlos again. No one's gonna body him as hard as Luffy did though. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
But like I want to see someone body him again. I think that'd be funny. And I feel like something might happen to. Well, no, I mean they got Kuma back and all, and he ran off. But like, I don't know. I feel like Bonnie's gonna see Kuma again and be like, "Oh no!" and then they're gonna take Kuma, and then she's gonna be like, "No, don't take my dad," or something like that.
Yeah, Bonnie's played less of a role than I thought she would so far.
She'll play. She's gonna come back, and whenever we get back
near
to
the end of
Egghead,
Egghead.
yeah, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna age your ship younger so it goes faster. I don't know. She can do something goofy like that.
She is pretty goofy.
And then I feel like we're gonna get okay. No matter what, it's One Piece. So we're gonna have one instance of someone's gonna power scale wrong, and they're gonna be wrong for that. Obviously, that's my prediction as to what's gonna happen. Like, well, obviously, right? Sabo doesn't assassinate Cobra. That's my prediction. If he does, I'll be damned. That's crazy. I wish I had more to say, but like, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, I thought this was a really good chapter.
It was a good chapter.
Just we're getting to see more of the Reverie. That's kind of insane.
I want to reinforce again, one of the reasons why One Piece is so great as it is because events can happen outside of Luffy's perspective, and they're interesting to watch. I mean, think about it. Like nearly half of Marineford was without Luffy, and it was like the world can go on, it can exist, things can happen in it without the main characters, and it's still engaging and compelling. With other series, right? Like, you know, you look at like almost any other shonen. You take away the main character, it's not that interesting for long. It depends, but like on the whole, that's why I appreciate stuff like this, where like we have investment in all these other characters, and like we're spending a lot of time focused on what happened at this one event from a long time ago, and it's like still very cool. It's very interesting and engaging to read, mainly because people are wrong with power scaling.
That's so true. But yeah,
those are
it was a fun chapter. So, if you're this far in the video, obviously there's something you like, so make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us what you think is going to happen next chapter, even though it might already be out by the time this video is published. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So, we will see you all then. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.